And welcome back to another episode of the BSP podcast. We have another Trilli and 10 here for you today. Hey, if you're listening here, go check out the YouTube page. Brand new, just started it up the other day. See my beautiful face rocking the WQSU shirt. Shout out to everybody back at Susquehanna there. Shout out my boy Harry. But let's get into it. Tell me if you've ever heard this before. The Philadelphia 76ers lose to a middling team coming off a back-to-back without their star player. Heard it a lot over the past year or two, and it happened again last night as the Sixers lose at home to the Washington Wizards. 106-103. I mean, I turned it on in the fourth quarter, like I told you last episode. The NBA regular season stinks. But the thing that I've come to grips with watching this team, they are a very good basketball team, and they can make a run for it, especially how wide open the NBA is. But they can't win it without a guy like Ben Simmons. They need Ben Simmons, or they need somebody like Ben Simmons to win the NBA championship, whether you trade for him at the deadline in a couple weeks or you trade for him in the offseason. They're not winning a title without a guy of that caliber. They just don't have the dogs. Isaiah Joe had a great game tonight, right? He had 11 points, 3 of 5 from 3. George Niang, 12 points off the bench. But that's it. You got Maxey going off for 22, Embiid 27, 6, and 14, almost another triple-double. Toby had 18 and 9. Your big guys are getting it done. But Thibault, 3 points. Danny Green, 2 of 4 from 3. Those were his only shots of the night for 6 points. The depth just isn't there. And what I was joking about, texting my family, a couple of my uncles and cousins, you think Kyle Kuzma could get the job done in place of Ben Simmons? No, I'm not really serious about that. And that's what's sad about where we are with the state of the 76ers, where I think Kyle Kuzma can come in and make some buckets for you to help Joel Embiid out. That's how sad it's gotten. But you need somebody. The Sixers need somebody to be able to go for a run in the playoffs where you can't just have Joel Embiid get his 27. Maxey's getting there. He is. But it's the guys around them. You can't have Niang and Isaiah Joe be big contributors. They're just not those guys. Hopefully they can grow into it, but we've seen it time and time again where the Sixers in the playoffs, whether it's Korkmaz or anybody else that they've brought in over the past couple years to try to fill that depth out. They just don't have it. These guys aren't there. They aren't these veterans that you see, the PJ Tuckers that came in that made a huge difference last year for the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, LeBron's always bringing in his vets off the bench because he knows these young guys aren't going to be able to get it done for him when they need it. So that's where I'm at with the Sixers. They just can't keep being this middling team. They need to make a move for Ben Simmons. It needs to happen. If you're going to be able to win this season, needs to happen. Now, we'll see where it goes moving forward here. I hope everybody's enjoying if you're watching on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, other than that, with the world of Philly sports, I'm not too shocked with the Sixers. Not too shocked at all. And we'll see where we go moving forward. Now, something I want to get into on Friday for an episode, want everybody to reach out on social media. I'm going to be putting up a poll on Instagram and Twitter. Leave in the comments on YouTube. Who do you think is the greatest Philly player busts over the past whatever? I'm only 23, so I'm probably going to go back till the 2000s, till now. Let me know. Leave a comment. I'm going to try to put together a list of the top 5. That's probably what we'll get into on Friday's episode. So go check us out on Instagram at Brendan Petrilli. on Twitter at BSP Podcast and at Brendan Petrilli for more. If you want more content in here from the BSP Podcast, that's going to just about do it. Sixers need to make a move. Needs to happen. You can't lose to a team without their best player in Bradley Beal on a back-to-back where they should have been gassed at the end of there, where it looked like the Sixers were the ones that were gassed. So that's going to do it. Shout out to the 215. Go Birds. Thanks, everybody.